crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and sorry you can't see my face today, but I reset up and reconfigured for this fun card that I'm going to do today, and I'm going to use a For Real Live stamp. It's so odd for me because I use all of her digis, and this one doesn't really have a name. It has, oh yes it does, right there, Clever Chloe. Okay, but on the side it says MYB-0025. When you're going to the store, I would type in Clever Chloe first and see if that pops up. And what I did with Clever Chloe was, isn't she cute? I totally colored her up, and then I paper pieced the dress out of a pattern paper that matched. Love doing that. If you don't like coloring, or you think you're a bad colorer, or you don't know how to color, that is the way to go. And then I went ahead and pulled out, I made sure that all this paper kind of matched. And I'm doing a 5 by 5, I think 5 by 5, let me double check. 5.5 by 5.5. Oh gosh, I'm wrong. Sorry guys. 6 by 6. I made this card really big because I also am using a die cut, or not a die cut, it's called an SVG, same kind of thing, only you need some kind of a cutting machine, which I use my Silhouette to cut these out with. So I did the back and obviously the front. And this one is called, let me check, Floral Frame 1. There's two of them. The Floral Frame 1, the flowers go all the way around. So this one's going to kind of sit on here, and then she's going to be transposed on top somewhere. But I wanted to incorporate this, Celebrate Good Times, because it looks birthday-ish with the cake on there. So I'm thinking if I put it back here, you can still pretty much see it, but it would, you know, if I put it on top, it's going to hide most of that circle. I don't know. I'm not really all that committed to exactly how I want this card to go, because I also want her to be on here. So maybe if I turn this so that more of the flowers show, that's one of my goals. I want that to show, and then I want her to pop out there. Yeah, pop out. That looks good. If I move it over just a tad, it won't cover up the writing. Super cute. So that's what I'm going to go with today. I'm going to use my glue and glue this down first. And I'm just going to try to stay right on the edge of that circle and just a little bit on the flowers, because I'm not really concerned if they're not completely glued down or not. You can take it a step further and actually color those. Color them all up, but I'm not going to do that today. Okay, and then that's going to go towards the top there. So now I'm going to go ahead and put glue behind those flowers, because we've got a big space there. And glue those more towards the top. Put a little bit of glue all the way around this one and adhere it. By the way, I did use double-sided cardstock for my card base, so I'm definitely going to have to put something on the inside to cover up that wild pattern if I want to do some writing, which I definitely plan to do. That looks good. I was going to incorporate the circles that came out of there, but I think what I'm going to do, you can see the white border, I'm going to save this for another card, because that's going to be totally cool. And I wanted to pop dot this up, but I made this cutout out of a pattern paper that's very thin. It's almost like printer paper. So I'm going to put that straight down on that image and line it up. And then, of course, like I said, I'm going to pop dot her up. So I'm done with the glue. I'm going to stick my needle back in the top. And then pull out my scissors that is non-stick. Sorry, I made my camera just a little bit wiggly at that point. And then I want some of the tape to be small enough so that all of the things, like her hair, get stuck down too, because I don't want, when it gets squished, for those pieces to get ruined. You know, if they get squished down and the other parts don't. I think you get what I mean. And her little feet at the bottom. think I'm just going to do 2 other smaller pieces just so that I get those parts of her dress that are winging out so they don't get too squashed and we lose the shape. And then this one right in the middle. You know what? Her neck is so... her neck needs a little support here. Go ahead and put a teeny tiny one down there. And then I can just turn that. There. We've got everything covered. So sometimes you see people going crazy with this kind of stuff. That's one of the reasons. Some people just like to use a lot. You can get away with a very little if you're not concerned about mailing or it being compressed or squished. Because hand-giving cards, you can do a lot of crazy stuff on those if you know you're not going to have to shove them in an envelope. Did I get that part off? Oh, there it is. It kind of flew out of my hand. Okay, and let's get her down there. Clever Chloe. Oh my gosh, I'll have to let my friend know that. Her daughter's name is Chloe. Cute. I love her. Again, here's the stamp. You guys can order hers. She's so cute. MYB025. Or just go to one of her online stores and type in Clever Chloe. She will definitely be listed in the description box below so you can find her easily. I usually do that. And like I said, I will put something in here so that I can color, or I can write my sentiment, and then the busy pattern isn't going to interrupt that. But there's my card for today. I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys next video. Hey guys, if you're one of those types that hangs around to the end of my video, thank you so very much. I just want to do a couple of little announcements. One, that the sale is still going on. It's your special 50. I'll put it in the description box below. And you get 50% off of everything that you order through the shop. Excuse me. Further down in the description box, I always list all of the shops so that you can find them easily. And then there's also on my channel, I've done a video for a DT call. We're looking for a few more ladies to join our team to do exactly what I'm doing here. It doesn't have to be a card. It can be mixed media. It can be whatever. Here's one of the mixed media kind of things that I've done. It was an iced tea container, and I just went ahead and covered it in pattern paper and put this adorable little bestie on there. I love her. Anyhow, so if you want to join in on that, just go ahead and look that up on my video stream. Maybe, what is it? 1 video back, 2 videos back, and you'll find that easily. So I hope to see you guys again. Send in an entry whether or not you're experienced or a newbie. We'll definitely mentor you if you need help, and I'll see you guys next video.